Greetings, Internet, and welcome to another episode of A Comedy Musician Reacts. My name is Insane Ian. I am a comedy musician and comedy music fan, and this week, thanks to popular vote, I am reacting to two songs by Random Encounters. Where did these votes come from, you might ask? Well, I'm so glad that you did. They came from my patrons over at patreon.com/InsaneIan. For $1, you get to vote in polls to see what songs I react to, as well as get your name in the end credits here in these videos. And for higher tiers, you get to get these videos early, get some of my music early, all sorts of other cool things over at patreon.com/InsaneIan. That really helps support the channel. But if you don't want to do all of that, you could always, of course, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it if you did at least one of those, if not all. A lot of these videos get viewed by people who aren't subscribed, and subscribing really helps. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, because I have a big special thing planned. But, all of that out of the way, we've got two songs to react to this week. The first is Emergency Meeting, the Among Us song, featuring Katie Herbert and Kevin Clark. And then after that is the God of War the Musical. I'm very much looking forward to both of these songs. So let's dive right in. You know, by hitting the button. By the way, if this is your first time joining me in one of these, I react to these videos, meaning I actually pause so that I can talk about, you know, parts of the song, and I react to them from a comedy musician's perspective. Seeing as I am a comedy musician, I try to bring a little insight. Sometimes that amounts to me going, oh, that was really cool, or that was really good, but I try to be a little bit more wordy. Yeah, I proved that just now. Whew. No, I try to be a little bit more in-depth in my reactions, generally. It doesn't always work out that way, but we'll see, shall we? Yes. Buttons. Whoa! Before we get into this, I will say, I have seen one Random Encounter song already, and that was their Stanley Parable song with Stupendium as the narrator. That was great. I do admire good production value already, and the CG ship here, well done on that.
This emergency meeting has one purpose and one purpose only: to determine which of us is a killer.
What did he say?
That's not possible. Each of us is a suspect and must give account of where we've been, what we were doing, and who we were with.
But do it in a musical way. This is very theatrical. Also, how do they see out of those helmets? All the visors are completely black. That's gotta make filming difficult. But I admire that, you know, it's a lot of the video game artists will use just clips of the game rather than doing live action stuff. Not all of them. Obviously, Stupendium does a lot of production in his videos, and I admire production value. Even if it's just, you know, budgetary restraints don't allow for a large budget or a large amount of production value. The fact that you're still going with production value is great. This one obviously has a little bit more than the Stanley Parable one did.
Blue, Briefo.
Imposters are among us, like fiendish furtive fungus. The chance of death's humongous, we must stop them now.
How many rhymes can you find out to rhyme with Among Us? That's brilliant.
Imposters are among us, like fiendish furtive fungus. The chance of death's humongous, we must stop them now.
Someone in our midst is a fiendish traitor, mimicking the forms of the crew.
Obtain from me assist with the generator.
That's not true. I was watching Red Head to Navigation. I was getting trash dislodged.
Radios were dead in communications.
Certainly sabotage.
Really theatrical. Wow. Like, yeah, 5 different characters. Like, we've seen an Among Us reaction on this show before. I reacted to the Among Us song with Stupendium and Dan Bull, and each one had their own different end verse to say who the imposter was. But having it be 5 characters, right? Seemingly 5 characters, I think. I could have miscounted. That is a lot to A, coordinate, and B, just kind of writing for 5 different characters is, you know, I don't know if there's a team of writers with the random encounters or if it's one person or not, but that's a lot to do, and having them come together and do the different parts simultaneously gives it this kind of theatrical quality to it that I really appreciate. I'm a theater nerd. I started in theater, not really musical theater, but I started in theater, done a little musical theater myself, and I appreciate that kind of thing with it, so.
This is inviting a conspiracy for sure. What if the killer's lurking in our crew?
Come on, let's not get carried away.
And very much musical.
What are you hiding?
Perhaps you're the saboteur.
I was thinking
Something stinks and we think that it's you. We caught you, you imposter. You thought that you could foster.
Toss them out the airlock,
This trust within
like in the
our
game.
roster. It can't save you now.
Okay, mission accomplished, everyone. Let's get back to our tasks.
They turned on him real quick, too.
It's actually kind of fun.
It's a little strange how you rushed to voting.
turning on our own without proof.
Paranoia is all that you've been promoting.
What if that imposter was just telling the truth?
Well, you guys threw him out really quick. You guys all bought into that, so you're not blameless in this situation.
Any bystander will have seen me doing tasks.
Really?
I think I saw her crawling down the vent. Oh!
Busted!
This is no slander. The imposter's been unmasked.
Spare us your lies, your phony disguise. Do not hide your real intent.
I love all the whip sounds of the arm movements, just very cartoony. I love it when just media does that in general. Like, you hear whip sounds that you don't expect, like, you know, the air whooshing from swinging your... I'm not putting this in post. I'm not doing it for me, but it's there in the video. I appreciate that kind of thing. An editor friend of mine does it in pretty much everything he does, and I've done a couple movies with him, and it's been very entertaining. But I appreciate that kind of additional thing outside of the music. All really great vocalists in this, all playing very distinct characters too. Like, it's not just the color of the uniform being that character. They're you know, some person's very deceptive, some person's very suspicious. Some, you know, it's good archetypes.
Slander. The imposter's been unmasked.
Spare us your lies, your phony disguise. Do not hide your real intent. We found a true imposter. Let's send this double crosser back to her flying saucer. It won't save you now.
And unlike the game, they haven't had the thing pop up that says they were not the imposter or they were the imposter. So it's like, how do they know? There's no title card to let them know that they did the right thing. Frustrating.
Just goes to show. Can't trust anybody.
Dope.
You've been under our nose the whole time.
How many imposters are
You got
there?
on a lightsaber?
It's been faking, fixing all the wires.
Wait, hang on a second.
You've been under our nose the whole time.
How many imposters are there?
Pink grabbed a lightsaber, it looks like, and that looks like almost a Starfleet thing on the wall there, but I could be wrong.
It's been faking, fixing all the wires. No use making me sound like a liar.
At least we're not imposters.
How was I so blind to your deceptions?
Pretty strong words for a thief. You're the one behind this whole insurrection.
If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
And we've seen from the whole pandemic thing that this kind of thing is not unusual, of people turning on each other about simple things.
No matter how you posture, I know you're an imposter. It's time to kill the monster. Heaven help me now.
that foil over Overwatch Nerf guns?
How you posture, I know you're an imposter. It's time to kill the monster. Heaven help me now.
There's
One more still among us. Deception has undone us. What has this madness brought
Ooh.
us? Who will save us now?
Oh, he was no imposter, he was asleep. Oh, that's amazing.
What did I get on my suit? Oh, I fell asleep eating again. I can't wait to tell everybody. Wait, everybody? Where is everybody? Oh no! I think there's an imposter!
Was that Patrick Star as one of them? He sounded exactly like Patrick from SpongeBob. Oh no! I can't do the voice, but that was great. Man, that was very, very musical theater-esque. I really dug that. Okay. Outtakes at the end.
He's obviously should be dead.
Was it you? Thought it was you. You look sus.
Well, since I'm here, maybe I should check out some videos on YouTube. I think some of these actors played Among Us together recently. Hey, this song is free to stream on Spotify, if I had an internet connection.
Well, how would you be able to tell that you didn't have the internet connection? You're already scrolling through things. That you should have an internet connection to see that what you're scrolling through, and then now, incontinuities.
Maybe some friendly aliens will create a hotspot for me. In case I'm not home by next Friday's video. Beard salute! Ooh!
I don't know the beard salute thing. Apparently, that's a random encounters thing that they pointed out on the last video that I did. That was really great. I really enjoyed the musical theater-ness of that, but the next song is going to be even more musical theater, because it's God of War the Musical. And I'll get to that after a message from our sponsor. Yeah, that's happening.
Summertime and the living's easy, but the air is not so breezy. Hate to tell you, but I'm not the one. They call me Doctor Who. Alonzi, how are you? I'm Doctor.
It's a grand opening, you gotta start with me. I'm just the opener, maybe not who you wanna see. I'm here to set you up and knock you up. Start it up, cause I've got a job to do. My day begins at 1:45 to the crack of noon, and then soon I'll bring you all sorts of stuff to chew. Never thought I'd have this kind of job at 42. Bone.
Here we go.
So who's the one behind Timekeepers who drops the clues for all comic readers you rate? He's the one that remains. Then I was left all alone with my stuff. I gotta say it was pretty rough, and I'm stumped for what comes next, because what do I do with all these pictures of you? Everywhere that I turn, you're always in my view. How can I move on? It's like you're not even gone. All I can do is fawn over pictures of you.
Yeah, the sponsor was me. Yeah, I have a new album coming out. It's available for pre-order on Bandcamp right now. If you pre-order it on Bandcamp, you get a bonus live album. That's neat. So yeah, I have a bunch of comedy songs on that album, obviously. And the artwork by Larda Souza, who does a lot of webtoons for like Looking for Group, and I can never remember the name of his other one. But he does a lot of great artwork, and he did the artwork for the album cover, and that's a time lapse of him doing that for me, which was really cool. So yeah, lots of songs that I've released on here, like Doctor Who, Hufflepuffs, Covering Africa, Summertime Jam, Delivery Boy, which you'll have a new music video for soon, and Pictures of You, which came out last month. A bunch of great songs. A new song that's coming out in October, for just in time for Halloween, that you hear the instrumental for at the end of that ad. All of that is going to be on the new album, which should be out hopefully in November. So yeah, go ahead, head over to insaneian.bandcamp.com, and you can pre-order the album. Plus, check out my other music as well. I also have stuff up on Spotify. But anyway, shameless plug. Anyway, now we are diving into God of War, the musical, as if the last song wasn't theatrical enough. Looking forward to the weirdness that I'm sure to see in this one, and of course, costumes and makeup and production value.
Athena, where have you taken my blades of chaos? I will not rest until they are found.
Have you left them near the shower? We tend to forget them there.
We've got both gods of war. Both versions of Kratos. Young Kratos from the PS2, PS3 era, and then big, beardy Norse Kratos from the PS4 and now going into PS5 with Ragnarok. That was the other reason I was reacting to this particular song, because they just announced Ragnarok officially. And, yeah. And the theatricality of coming out of a curtain already is yeah.
Is this some sort of trick? Who dares mock me?
Your future self, Kratos. Did you not think disturbing the loom of fate would lead to a chaotic timeline?
You are me? Impossible! What nightmarish curse of the gods is this?
I don't have time for this.
It's gotta be really bad for the vocals to constantly do that kind of voice down here. And that's fun.
Out of my way, boy.
I am Kratos,
Out of my way,
ghost of
boy.
Sparta and destroyer of worlds.
You are a cringy embarrassment. Go home.
You will die for those words. I am a god.
And an idiot.
I'm the god of war. Good pantheons galore. Those wimps atop Olympus and their allies are no more.
Wimps atop Olympus is a good internal rhyme scheme. I dig that line. But, this arm movement, it's not really evoking the powerful god of war like I was hoping. But I guess that's sort of the point, because God of War doesn't really seem like it's something that would lend itself to being a musical. You know? I think that's where the joke comes in. Hey, here's Ian explaining the joke. Alright, sorry.
I am a god.
And an idiot.
I'm the god of war. Good pantheons galore. Those wimps atop Olympus and their allies are no more. I have slain them where they stand. Now I'm known throughout the land as a titan killing, blood spilling, mighty god of war.
Sorry, were you singing? I thought you were streaming Banshee. I'm the god of war, a champion of yore.
I have to appreciate, again, this is going into the production value of videos, and just like kind of keeping a through line of ideas, is the font. It's a silly thing to point out, but it's something that if you notice, it's appreciated. The font for old school God of War Kratos is very much in like this kind of Greek-esque font. Something that you would kind of like associate with that.
Titan and then, killing, blood spilling, mighty god of war.
And then the new one is very Norse looking. I don't know how to describe that, because it's not like that's an actual font thing, but it seems like it fits thematically with how runes look in the Norse game and stuff like that. You kind of get what I'm saying, I'm sure. I'm making sense, I swear. Anyway.
Sorry, were you singing? I thought you were streaming Banshee. I'm the god of war, a champion of yore. I slay a lot and weigh a lot. I'll muscle through, I'm sure. I have climbed the highest peak.
This is what peak physical performance looks like. Especially with how Thor looks in the game, because he's built like an actual body builder, like a weightlifter, not like all cut and ripped like Hemsworth. Admittedly, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but like most powerlifters look like Thor looks in the new God of War Ragnarok game, not like how Thor looks in the MCU. And all of being able to see all the muscle and especially all the veins just means he's dehydrated. Science and health, kids.
I thought you were strangling a banshee.
Strangling a banshee.
God of war, a champion of yore. I slay a lot and weigh a lot. All muscle though, I'm sure. I have climbed the highest peak. One that dwarfs those that are Greek. All those gods you slew, I killed them too, cause I'm the God of war.
You are a liar!
Stop screaming so much!
I am the God of war, of blood and guts and gore. I've killed a million villains.
Yes, you mentioned that before.
All my enemies are dead.
Once or twice we kept the head.
I'm the famously
and shamelessly
vindictive God of war. I raised all of Rhodes and Atlantis.
I set free Riggers and Valkyrie.
Big deal.
This is the video game equivalent of your younger and older self singing "Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better." Which, as a concept, hurts my brain. But I'm here for it.
No oracle, elf, or enchantress stands a chance in a battle with me.
I have braved Charon stalks, broken bones, and shattered locks, to unseal Pandora's box, all on my own.
That's because no one likes you. I see no use in pointless bragging, though last week I killed a dragon, placed its head beside the helms of fallen foes from all 9 realms. I've beaten gods, both Greek and Norse, a few you haven't met of course, and shouted myself hoarse while calling, boy!
Boy!
No, use the back of your throat.
Boy!
You'll get it.
I'm the God of war, with quite the bloody lore. I killed dozens of my cousins,
and I thrashed the sons of Thor. I've left every earthly beast badly wounded or deceased.
You're crusty old domesticated,
angsty overcompensated,
muffin top debilitated. Ah!
And sound like you're a constipated. Sorry, that rhyme really sounded like it needed to be there, especially with all the grunting and the... okay, I'm sorry.
I've left every earthly beast badly wounded or deceased.
You're crusty old domesticated,
angsty overcompensated,
muffin top debilitated.
His goatee's doing this.
No more Kratos!
If I see one more Kratos, I'm going to rip its stupid beard off.
Ooh. You're a fake Kratos! I am real!
Badly wounded!
Oh boy! I like the outtakes editions. I don't know what that last Kratos was with the long hair, but the cat Kratos, that was a thing. It was cute. I like the little yellow, geez, am I colorblind? Red streak over the eye. No offense if you are colorblind, but I just said the wrong word, that's all. That was fun. That was not at all what I was expecting.
I'm sorry. Thanks for watching. If you like this song, it's available right here.
And if you want to see us play God of War, click that button right there!
Boys, should you click that notification bell so you don't miss every time we upload.
Beard salute! Whoa!
There's the beard thing again. Man, that's gotta be terrible on the vocals there. And especially, like, use the back of your throat. This way you don't strain it nearly as much. And apparently there's a video of them recording the song. And, yeah, I bet that was, shredded after that. So those were 2 songs by, Random Encounters. That was super fun. Of course, if you want to help support the channel, like I said, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and maybe consider supporting me on Patreon, where you get to vote on what videos I react to, see the videos early, and all sorts of other cool stuff like that at patreon.com/InsaneIan. Be sure to check out the original videos in the description below, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody. Bye.